Welcome to day 33 of your Acceleration Challenge. Today we're going to talk about the will to win. See, we've spent time talking about the foundation, we spent time talking about the code, about the core, about the shift, about how it is that we set ourselves up to win when it comes to 90-day targets, 30 and 60-day milestones, when we talk about debriefs and looking at our weeks. But behind it all, there's something that's unwritten. There's something that can't be taught, and that is the will to win. You see, there's a story about a young man who wanted to succeed, wanted to be wealthy beyond measure more than anything. At least that's what he told himself. And so he sought out this monk that lived high in the mountains, because this monk was known for giving the truth to people and then helping them succeed. And so he went and he sought out this monk, and he said, "Monk, wise, mighty monk, I would love to figure out the secret to success. How do I become successful? How do I become wealthy beyond measure?" And the monk said, "Come with me." And he led this young man up to a lake high up in the mountains. And he told the young man to get into the water. And the young man kind of looked at him funny. And the monk said, "Get in the water." So he got in the water. And then he said, "Go farther." And he went farther. And he said, "Go farther." And he went farther to where the water was up to his neck. And then the monk got in the water as well. And he said, "Close your eyes." And so the young man, still confused about what was happening, closed his eyes. And the monk proceeded to grab him and then shove him underwater. And he held him underwater. And this young man was trying to fight his way out, but he didn't know how to fight. And he was trying to fight against this monk, but he couldn't take control. And so he's sitting there trying to breathe, but he can't breathe, struggling, fighting, trying to make his way out. And all he sees is the light diminishing before he slowly starts to fade and almost pass out. And at that moment, the monk pulled him out of the water, and he's gasping for air and coughing, and he's got water in his nose and in his lungs. And when he finally recovers with anger, he turns and he looks at the monk and he said, "Why? Why would you try and drown me? Why would you do that to me?" And the monk just stared at him and said, "When you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, then you will be successful." And he turned and walked away. And that's the same for you in your life. See, the will to win has to be greater than any obstacle you'll ever face. It has to be greater than any excuse you'll ever have. Because if it isn't, then you won't win. Because life isn't about what happens to you when things are working. It's about what you do when they're not. It's about when the inevitable obstacles appear. What are you going to do about it? Your will to win has to be greater than the obstacle in front of you. See, the people that succeed in life are not the ones who just come in and show up and then leave. They're the ones that put in the time after time after time, the effort after the effort after the effort, bouncing from one failure to the next, continuing to learn and get that 1% better. See, why is it that I go to the gym? I go to the gym because I'm willing to pay the price physically to get the results that I want out of my body. Why do I pay coaches and mentors and join masterminds? Because I'm willing to pay the price financially to get access to the people and the answers that I need to find the success that I want inside of my business. So the question for you is the same. What are you willing to do to get success in your life? Who are you willing and what are you willing to leverage to get there? The one piece that we haven't talked about inside of this group is that of the group itself, is that of the squad itself, is that of leveraging the people who are on this journey with you. You see, there's an old African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And this journey is about going together. When I began my journey over 7 years ago, I was in a room with complete strangers who, over the course of a few days, became my brothers, who I still call today. These are men who have built hundreds of millions of dollars worth of business, who are financially successful, who have the marriage that they want, the kids and the lifestyle that they want, and have no need to have contact with me. And yet, I could pick up the phone, send them a text message, call them, and they will answer. And they will be there for me when I need them. I've leveraged them more than once in my life because they are my brothers, because they are on the same path and the same journey as I am. and they love me enough to tell me the truth. They love me enough to sometimes give me a hug. They love me enough to sometimes kick me in the balls or punch me in the gut because I need it. And that's what matters most. And so inside of this group, inside of your squad, you're going to be doing the exact same thing. You're going to be leveraging the people around you that love you enough to tell you the truth. So your assignment today is very simple. You're going to choose 2 other squad mates, 2 other people inside of your group. You're going to go back and you're going to watch your day 30 video. Then you're going to call them, text them, give them specific feedback. Were their targets specific? Were they measurable? Were they too easy or were they too hard? Give them honest feedback. Because ultimately, if you want them to succeed, then you're going to have to be honest with them. You're going to have to love them enough to give them the truth. Because you're going to want to expect the exact same thing from them. So your assignment again, choose 2 people inside of your squad, inside of this group. Go back and watch their day 30 video. And then call them, text them, give them honest feedback on their targets, on their 90-day targets across body, being, balance, and business. Are they specific? Are they measurable? Are they too easy? Are they too hard? And then you're going to record a 2-minute video inside of your group with your commitment. What are you committed to accomplishing in the next 90 days? Not your specific goals or targets, but what are you committed to doing in the next 90 days? All right, you know what time it is. It's time to get after it. 3, 2, 1, off you go.